Hello English learners, welcome to English Trivia. In this series we learn interesting facts about the English language. We hope you enjoy these stories and learn a thing or two.
Okay.
Oh hey, my friend thinks he's smart. Yeah, he told me that an onion is the only food that makes you cry.
So?
And so I threw a coconut in his face. Not funny?
Not really.
Okay, how about this one? Why do the French eat snails?
Why?
They don't like fast food.
I really don't have time for this.
Oh, come on. That was funny. Oh, look at that. My lunch break ended 2 hours ago. I probably should have a snack or something.
Today we will continue with the delicious topic we began in the last episode. Let's start with something strong and lively. Vegetables. The word entered English in the 15th century from Latin's vigere, which means to be alive, active, to quicken. That, in its turn, came from PIE's veg, be strong, lively. Fruit. Originally in English meaning all products of the soil, vegetables, nuts, grain, acorns, and also profits from the soil, hence the classical sense preserved in fruits of one's labour. The word comes from the Latin's fructus, an enjoyment or crops. It comes from PIE's root brug, to enjoy, with derivatives referring to agricultural products. The staple food in most Asian countries is noodles, so one might expect the word to have Asian roots. However, the word originates in German, Nudel, meaning a narrow strip of dried dough. The word entered English in 1779. Rice. Entered English in the mid-13th century from Old French ris, which ultimately came from Sanskrit rihis, rice. Soup. Liquid food. Starting in the 1650s from the French soup, soup or broth, from PIE's sub, to take liquid. Dessert is something that you get when you finish your meal and the dishes are removed. And that's where the word originates. It comes from the French desservir, to mean clear away. Cake. The word has been used since the early 13th century, from the Old Norse kaka, cake, originally a flat, round loaf of bread. Candy. Late 13th century, crystallized sugar, from the Old French sucre candy, sugar candy, probably from Sanskrit khanda, piece of sugar. Now let's get to the liquid type of nourishment. Water. Old English water, from Proto-Germanic water, from PIE wodor, suffixed form of root wed, water, wet. Now let's talk about probably the most popular drink in the world. Well, it is in my country. Tea. The first mention of tea in the Far East was about 350 AD. The plant was a native of China and Japan, and the Mandarin word for it was cha, but the sailors and the traders called it te'e, or te, from the Malay te, and the Chinese Amoy dialect te. In the 17th century, tea made its way to Europe, and in England it became tea via Dutch. And if we mention tea, we should probably talk about coffee as well. The story goes that in the 9th century, a goat herd named Caldi became puzzled at the strange way his flock was acting when they were eating certain berries. When he tried them, he became so excited that he rushed off to tell others about the strange plant. The Arabs soon learned how to dry and boil the berries. They called the brew kahwe. Turkey took up kahwe, and this gave France her café, which became the English coffee in the 17th century. For some people, it is like water that gives life, but we sincerely urge you not to drink it when you drive. Whiskey. Around the 15th century, the Scottish and the Irish invented a liquor which they named, in Gaelic, Whiskabitha. The name comes from the Latin aqua vitae, water of life, which had been applied to all alcoholic drinks since the 14th century. The title, Whiskabitha, became Whiskabal, then Whiskybal, Whiskey Bay, and finally Whiskey. Wine. Old English win came from Proto-Germanic winum, from PIE's wino. The word has been in use since before 900 AD. We hope you enjoyed our little stories. If you'd like to watch more of our learning videos, please follow the link. Until next time, keep learning!